You've come to medicine singing, you've looked at its purpose, and then you've clicked on lost. And then you watched from lost to exploring. And now we're willing to move from the orientation of being lost to the orientation of exploring. During this, there are several things you can do to enrich the experience and deepen your personal understanding of the unfolding of your life and that of meaning and purpose. And that is a journal. Some of you may already keep a journal. Some of you are willing to start. But we look at journal as journey. Moving from lost to exploring, it's going to be that autobiographical piece that is audacious in nature, that shows the truth that we are living our life as though it is autobiographical, because it is. For some of us, the journey becomes the book, becomes the unfolding story and adventure. If you keep a journey and you keep a journal, we'll look at that process to find the golden thread that becomes the unfolding of your story while you're ferociously and fiercely honest about the past and your experience of the present as you write in your journal and discern the unfolding of your future. Journal as journey. In a moment, we'll get to how you may want to write the journey in the form that you use for the journal. But first, 4 essential things in your perspective as you go about your day, which you'll be recording later in your journal. The first is to stop. And that doesn't mean you don't go about your day and you don't meet people and you stay home. It means you breathe. Between the inhale and the exhale, you pause, you stop, and you receive the present moment. So first we stop. This helps to clear out the clutter of our minds, sometimes helps to clear out a lot of the noise in our minds that's telling us all the things that we have to do during the day. In fact, if that is a problem for you, you can write in your journal your to-do list for the day. And you've got that done and out of the way. And then you inhale and pause and exhale. First, we stop. Second, we listen. Listen to the world around us, all of its vibrations, all of its sounds, all of its tone, whether there is music or silence, whether there are voices, whether you're hearing the clatter of dishes in the morning as someone prepares breakfast, or in a restaurant doing your dinner, or at a friend's house having a conversation. We listen. So if we have stopped, and now we listen, in those relationships in which we engage throughout the day, we listen to understand and to go deeper into the world as an invitation. Because we know this is autobiographical, we are audacious in our relationships, meaning that we are fiercely aware of and willing to tell the truth about our past and our present and our hopes for the future. And as we bring those into relationships, to offer those to some loved ones or people that we trust. So we have stopped. We listen, including to ourselves, particularly your heartbeat and the rate of your breathing, until it is calm and you are home. Third, we ponder. This is the invitation to ponder the things we're seeing as we go about our busy day, in the relationships we have, the locations that we go to visit, the jobs that we do, or the leisure that we have. We ponder. And in those moments, we ponder the meaning of life. We ponder other persons and how they have brought a gift to us in relationship. We ponder their concerns, their heartaches, and their hopes and dreams, realizing that at any time we may become a hero, a helper or a healer in their lives. And the fourth thing is that we adore. This becomes complicated for some folks, especially if you find yourself being critical about others or yourself. We adore. You can find something to adore about every person you engage with. If I approach all of my engagement with life from a position that I am going to find something to adore in it, I will find that in our engagement with one another, or my engagement with nature, or my engagement with myself in moments of quietude and reflection. Because the whole purpose of a journal are two components. One is action and the other is reflection. And what we reflect upon and ponder, we then bring back into a sense of action with a sense of meaning and purpose. So what have we done? These four things. We've stopped. We're listening. We're pondering. And we're adoring those whom we engage and ourselves. For some of us with low self-esteem, we find something to be adorable is a difficult task, especially when we have been harshly critical of ourselves for many years. Spend the time you need to find it because it is there. As we go about our day, we take these four things into the experience of the journal. And on the journal on the top, we just write the events of the day. For those of you that have done your busy to-do list, it's there at the top already. This is what you did through the day, from 9 a.m. until midnight, or whatever time it was for you. So you have a list of the events. And as you reflect on the events, I'd ask you to write in a second part your experience of the events from the point of view of stopping, listening, pondering, and adoring. This will be a different journal experience from those positions. So we come to our journal again. We see the list of events and the to-do list. Perhaps we've checked the ones we've gotten done, and the ones that remain unchecked are to be done another time, and we let it go. We look at the events and we consider what our experience has been of those events of the day, the relationships, the time alone, time engaging with others, projects that we worked on, time with children, losses and deaths that we experienced throughout the day, all of which becomes part of that golden thread of the fabric of your life of meaning and purpose. And so we sit down to the journal to write now, stopping, listening to ourselves inwardly, pondering all that the day has been in our experience, and in your journal, writing that experience that you adore about the day. You may think there's nothing, and some days certainly feel like that, and they seem more like lost than exploring. But the objective of this journal is the adventure, and you will find something to adore. And this is the journey of your journal.